Alright, time now is 1:04 p.m. on June 17th. Yeah, yeah. Fuck. So, this is terrible. I feel dizzy right now, actually. I slept from 3:45 to 1, but actually I woke up like 19 times in the middle. So first of all, I couldn't fall asleep immediately. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm stressed out. Um, I don't know why. I really, really don't know why. But I kept rolling around on my bed. I didn't even feel sleepy, for fuck's sakes. I just rolled around, and I think I spent like a whole hour on the bed. And around 4:40 something, I started feeling sleepy, and I eventually did fall asleep. So I woke up at 7:30 a.m. by the alarm. I left my bed to check my phone to see if Benny has responded to my texts. He did not. So now I don't really know what to do. So I thought maybe he's gonna go today, but he's gonna go later. Maybe he's still sleeping. I don't know. So I turned my phone to sound so that if Benny calls me or texts me, it's gonna have a sound and it's gonna wake me up and I'm gonna immediately know it. And I went back to sleep, and then 2 seconds later, there's a sound. But instead of Benny, it's Birkin in Signal asking people whether he should push the rap party to another day, to August or not, at 7:30 a.m. Okay, so I turned off sound, but I set the alarm to 9 a.m. So okay, maybe Benny will call me circa 9 a.m. It's just a guess. I know I'm just guessing around, but 9 a.m. Fine. So I went back to sleep. 9 a.m. I woke up. I checked my phone. No, Benny didn't text me back. So at that point, I kind of just gave up, and I'm like, well, fine, fuck it. I guess I will never know. So I just let myself sleep until 1 p.m., and here I am. So yeah, this is pretty fucking bad. And the sleep was also kind of bad because I keep having dreams, and it's never deep sleep. It's pretty awful, and I'm pretty pissed. Like, what the fuck's going on? Either Benny's willfully ignoring me, or something's happening. But yeah. And then with the conversation with Leslie last night, I feel like part of the source of the stress is really the conversation with Leslie last night. I don't know, like after all this silence matching and whatever, why is it still so fucking difficult? I think it ended nicely, my conversation with Leslie. Like it almost gone bad, but it ended in a nice note. But yeah, she just fucking ghosted me, and I don't know. I assume that she isn't drinking, because I would understand if she was drinking alcohol and she fucking passed out in the middle of texting me. Okay, fine. Um, but I was like, please don't leave me on red. Please don't leave me on red. Like, at least, like, if you don't know how to respond, just say okay. Just show me you're alive or something. And then she came back about an hour later at around 1:30 a.m. saying, "Oh, I fell asleep in the middle of texting you. Yes, I'm alive." Um, and then yeah, yeah, um, and then I'm like, okay. And she said she only ate a chocolate muffin throughout the entire day, and she's been overworking so much that she was so tired, and her knee is bleeding, and even though she's not standing up, it's hurting. And earlier today, she said it doesn't hurt. But anyways, okay, fuck. You only ate a chocolate muffin throughout the entire day. You need to eat more. And I said, okay, well, if you were already sleeping, then go back to sleep. Like, just rest well. I wish you to be physically healthy. And then she said, well, Drew is even healthier than me. And then I laughed. And then about 5 minutes later, she said something again. She said, please don't be so dramatic. Like, please don't be so dramatic, okay? And I'm like, okay, but you know, I'm not Enoch if I'm not extremely dramatic. And then she's like, okay then, I'll give you a reaction if you would like it. And I'm like, dot dot dot, okay. So I guess it ended off nicely. I don't really know, but there's that. And then I told Michelle all this because I need someone to vent at. And Michelle got a little pissed at me for selling her out, for telling Leslie that Michelle told me stuff. And Michelle's like, oh yeah, she's actually a smart girl. She's so sassy. Like, Leslie is so sassy. And that's true. She's not someone to be fucked with. And that's part of the reason why I freaking like her. Like, I don't like plain, normal, easy girls, you know? But yeah, this whole Benny situation is kind of fucked up. She's either willfully ignoring me or she's still somehow asleep. I don't really know. I don't really know what the fuck's going on, honestly. I just seem so desperate now, given I keep texting. Like at 7:30 a.m. I texted Benny just to remind him one more time that I'm actually awake right now, and also they miss going to Keslow. Cliff told me that Benny and Cliff and Benny's brother missed going to Keslow, whatever that means. So does that mean Benny was gonna go to Keslow and get equipment? Could Chio just trust him that much? During the actual production, Drew said only camera people can go to Keslow. And now, like, Benny is just casually breaking that rule. Because of politics. Because the entire system is just melting. It's being bent right now. It's so fucking bad. And also Carly DMing Cliff about the agave plan. Like, yo, let's go. That is just like group mentality, you know? That's just like small group. Like Carly probably thinks that, you know, the only true people, like people who truly care about this project are working on this project now, and it's like we're a small group. This is the real like survivors, like The Last of Us. And I don't know. And then there's people like me who's desperately trying to get back in for no fucking reason. So yeah, it's an awful fucking situation right now. I'm gonna call Benny again. I swear to God, if it goes directly to voicemail. But if it does directly go back to voicemail, and if I have nothing to do today, well, then I'm gonna do pretty much the same thing as yesterday. I'll just rest, and I'll go to Nijia Market or whatever. I'll eat sushi tonight. I'll just watch movies, and we'll see what the fuck happens. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's 1:32 right now. I don't have the mood to do anything. I just don't. I'm just that fucking pissed. I could eat breakfast now. I could write down and record my dreams down. I could just sit down, but no, I just keep walking. I feel like I want to kill someone. This is so fucking bad. It's like I experienced the entirety of my secondary school life all in one semester. Like Form 1, I start off kind of weak. Form 2, I gain like power, the height of power, and then I lose all the power. And this is the point where I lose all the power, and it's just fucking terrible. I want to shave my eyebrows off again. I want to go to the nearest park, the freaking UCLA hospital, and fucking scream at strangers. I want to do that. I'm being left out. I'm so fucking pissed. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I just called Benny straight to voicemail. I don't know what the fuck is going on. He either turned off his phone or like maybe he's pissed at me. Maybe yesterday morning at 7 a.m. maybe he drove his car like right outside of my apartment just for me to decline. I don't know, but I have nothing to do today. I'm going to go to Nijia Market. I'm gonna like chill. But I shouldn't be chilling. I got shit to do, and I can't do shit because people don't let me. I don't know. I think I'm gonna activate Plan B and just text Zach, which I hate because I don't want to text that dude because that dude is scary. I just feel so fucking bad right now. Like Leslie probably doesn't like how dramatic I am, but that's how I am, you know. That's just how I fucking am, you know. This is so fucking bad. This is actually fucking awful. I just want to rage. I just want to destroy things right now. Like, I just want to go to CMD and fucking kick down all the garbage bins. The same way I kicked down a rubbish bin back in secondary school in the middle of nowhere. Like when I seemed calm as fuck, and then I suddenly kicked the rubbish bin and Jordana was like shocked. I want to do that again, but like extra, you know? This is so messed up. This is so fucking messed up. I just don't know. I literally cannot do anything right. I cannot eat. I cannot sit down. I'm so angry. I have to keep standing up and keep walking. I'm just that angry. My sleep is ruined because of this thing. My sleep is ruined. I cannot have a good night's sleep. I've never had a good night's sleep ever since this shoot has ended. It gave me insomnia again. Like after I came to LA 1.5 years ago, it was cured because I get tired. Because I get tired and I sleep well. And then now it's not cured again. Like it's ruined for me. It's fucking ruined. Because of this stupid shoot. And you know, I could just give up, you know, maybe I don't have to go to rural Mexico. Because me being there literally means nothing. But then I also enjoy the power. That's the whole fucking point. That's the whole fucking point. This is actually bad. This is actually really bad. I don't know. I hope Benny responds to me later. Or at least something happens. Because, like... I'm not enjoying this, okay? I'm not fucking enjoying this. Also, I don't know what the fuck's going on with my roommates, but Michael, the Colombian boyfriend, is sleeping on the couch. Like last night, I was at around 3 a.m. I was going outside to turn on the aircon, and he was just sleeping on the couch. So maybe like he argued with Candace or whatever, and they had a fight, and now they have to sleep separately. I don't fucking know what's going on. All right, time now is 12:13 after midnight. I just finished dinner. Which is rice, garlic, steak, broccoli and carrots boiled and then fried with garlic and chicken powder. That's it. Today is extremely uneventful. Like nothing happened at all. I didn't leave my apartment the whole day. I didn't even go to Nijia Market because I just didn't really want to. I was really, really pissed off and angry in the morning, and and I have every right to be angry in the morning, given that Benny didn't text me back, and like how the conversation ended with Leslie yesterday. While it ended nicely, sorta, I don't know, there's an element of passive aggressiveness to it that it feels like it's even harder for us to communicate normally now. It's like we can never have a normal conversation anymore. Ever since May 20th, the confession to Leslie, I am like, we can never have a normal conversation. We can never speak normally anymore. Yeah, it's kind of silly. Um, yeah, I don't know. So, I actually texted Zach. So Benny did still had responded to me. I don't know what the fuck happened. Did he block me? Like, did he figure out that I'm suddenly too power hungry and saw me as a threat and blocked me? I have no idea. So I ended up texting Zach at 6 p.m. I texted Zach. I basically gave myself a deadline. I'm like, okay, by sundown, if Benny still hasn't responded, I'm gonna text Zach. I'm gonna take it one step further, which is a huge risk because I trust Benny more than Zach. Zach is like a fucking snake. So I texted him and I said, hey, what are the updates on rural Mexico? If there's anything I can help out with, please tell me. And that's it. And no response. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. Maybe they're all like purposefully ignoring me. Like I'm blacklisted already and they can't even talk to me. Maybe Cuccio, maybe Professor Cuccio last night or maybe yesterday told everyone like, hey, if Enoch texts you about this shoot, don't respond. The guy's blacklisted. But yeah. So I spent some good amount of time this morning listening to music, and that definitely soothed me quite a bit. And I became less angry. Like for the first hour today, I was unable to sit down, unable to eat food. I was unable to do anything because I was that angry. I really wanted to just shave all my eyebrows off and just stab myself or something. But after some music, I feel a lot better. Honestly, let's take it apart. There are three parts to my anger. The first part is the whole Benny situation, which honestly, if they exclude me, I don't really lose much. I lose a bit of experience, sure. I would lose an opportunity to hang out with Leslie for one more day in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. It would be a fun experience. But you know what? What the fuck am I gonna do there anyways? Sure, I can take more BTS photos and videos, which are awesome, but it wouldn't be a huge loss if I don't go. Like, it wouldn't be a humongous loss anyways. Um, it would be a bit of a shame, but hey, you win some, you lose some. I win some. Did win some because I got so much amazing footage in my camera and my SD card, and I'm gonna edit an amazing documentary. But I also lose some. It's okay. Um, Second of all, I yeah, the second part to my anger is really how my conversation ended with Leslie. It ended sort of nicely, but also not really. Honestly, that I have to talk about more. And the third part is Michelle's reaction to that. Michelle said she has more respect for Leslie now, and she thinks I had it coming, which is again true. If Leslie is a person who's easy to tame and easy to please and comfort, then of course I wouldn't love her. Of course, I always fall in love with the most challenging girls that you can deal with. Um, but I ended up texting Michelle a little later, and it's fine again. I just don't know why I and Michelle are just so close, and we're like 100 times closer than I and Leslie are. And we hugged and I confessed to her, but like I spent 3 hours today like doing research on Buddhism and like just Buddhist sex, tantra, stuff like that. And then I spent 2 hours from 7:30 to 9:30 drawing a character relationship map of my class, which you know what I'm gonna proudly present. I'm gonna proudly present to you the character relationship map that I drew. Right here. Spent 2 hours on this shit. So now it gets visual. So again, these are oh shit. You see some real names here. It doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. So as you can see, so first of all, you can see me at the very bottom. I have a lot of friends. Holy shit, I do. But again, me and Liam aren't really right here. We aren't that close, but the reason why I had it blue arrowed is because Liam would tell me secrets and I would tell him drama. Even though I don't really trust him. You can see my very one-sided love with Leslie. I just can't make it two-sided. Even though I know Leslie cares for me to a degree, I know she has feelings for me. But then after last night, I don't know. It's still wobbly. It's still unstable. Okay, again, I'm going to talk about Leslie later. The incredibly complicated relationships and on top, and also all these purple zigzaggy lines mean hate. So as you can see, there's a lot of hating going on, specifically pointing towards Ava, but actually it is the Trinity gang that all these arrows are pointing to. And then of course we have small incidents that are not necessarily hate, but I still consider them hate because it's like momentary, like Dominic and Liana's yelling at each other, or Tyler and Theo almost going into a fight on the last Thursday, on the Thursday before the shoot. and also the very recent Carly and Cuchillo beefing with Jonathan. So I spent like a whole hour writing this, which I'm quite proud of actually. I sent this to Michelle, and Michelle was impressed and asked me if I'm okay because I am not okay. And then after that, I spent a little time drawing. Now I cannot show any of you what Leslie looks like because of privacy reasons, but I can show you what she looks like under my pen and paper. Uh, so yeah, not a very great drawing because it's my first time drawing her, and it's actually the first time I'm drawing a non-Hong Konger person. Again, this one at the top right is my first drawing of the day. It's been a whole year. I realized that it's been a whole year since I've drawn a character, period. So, like the top right, I tried to draw myself without looking at my own photo. Did not work at all. Failed miserably. I tried again, and it looks a little better, but come on, that's not me at all. Like, it's not. The eyebrows are off. The eyes in the painting is too big. Nose is too big. Face shape is off. Everything's off. But I did my measurements and I tried my best. And then I did Leslie, which I spent, I think, a majority of the time dedicating towards, especially because her head is a little tilted in the photo. But this painting, this drawing is based off of a real photo of her. And I also nailed the half purple, half black hair, even though her hair now is actually half red, half black. But it's actually like not bad. Like after I drew this, I actually picked up the piece of paper, looked at it, and I smiled. I'm impressed. Like I have her in my hands right now, and I actually cried a little bit. I actually cried a little bit, and also I just nailed like the way she would look at the viewer. This like slightly melancholic, slightly I don't give a fuck look. Also that very elegant hand, the two rings on her second and fourth finger, and the way she, fiddled with her emerald necklace, as you can see. Her neck is a little too thin in this painting, and the face shape is not perfect, but I think I nailed the eyes. That's typical, stereotypical Asian eyes. But I think I nailed it, and I cried looking at that drawing. Cried a little bit. It was a good cathartic. It's just, I don't know. Again, I don't know what sort of relationship I and Leslie are in right now. I can't say we're boyfriend and girlfriends. I can never say that. I can't even say we're like in love. Like I'm in love with her, but even though I can just speak to her, even though I can talk to her and I know her well and she knows me, I still feel lonely. I still feel like there's a distance between us. And I would draw her and I would feel closer to that drawing than to her actual self. I don't know why. Like, and I hate to say this, but it's like I'm in love with the fantasized version of her and who she could be rather than her real self. But then that's not true because I see her in person and fuck yeah, she's amazing. But and maybe I'm just paranoid and delusional. I just feel like she doesn't feel the same way. I know for sure that she doesn't feel the same way about me, but I think slowly she's losing love and respect for me. I never lose love and respect for people. I mean, usually if I fall in love with someone, I fall in love with them forever, basically. I mean, people can lose my respect, but not Leslie. So I really don't know. Even today, because Leslie has been busy yesterday the whole day, it made me realize that Leslie's just gonna be busy for the rest of her entire fucking life. Like every day she'll have something to do, a filmmaking job, a job here, a job there. Even if we grow closer, I will never have the time to like speak to her, have a phone call with her. Like I will never really have the time to do any of that because she will always be busy. And I don't know. I just feel like after the confession, my view of her has changed. Like, she's always so busy and so angry and mean spirited in front of me. And even though she has her sweet moments, again, I will never forget the day I confessed to her, the way she patted my hair. But ever since, she's been mean spirited, standoffish, um, mean, angry, aggressive, all over the place. And I like that, but also she's constantly like that. And she's always busy. So it's like, I don't know, I just can't see a future with her, honestly. Like, if I run into her in campus, I bet she'll just pass by me and just ignore me or just give a cold blooded hi simply because she's busy. And she'll remain cold blooded to me. Like, I imagine ideally, if someone likes me, if I'm in a relationship with someone, ideally that someone would see me and walk up to me and speak to me a little bit and be all nice to me and then go on and move forward. I just don't envision Leslie doing that to me. I just don't. So, yeah. Maybe she just, maybe, I don't know. And I always, one of the reasons why I ignored her for like 10 days is because she did the same to me. During the shoot, she ignored me. So if she can ignore me, I'll ignore her. It's reciprocal. Maybe that shouldn't be the case. Maybe I should give her all the love I can. And if she doesn't give it back to me, it's fine. I just need to prove that I love her more than anything else. So maybe I should go up to her and speak to her and stuff. I'm always afraid of annoying people, but maybe if I do it right, maybe it's fine, you know? I don't know, but I just hate that I want to speak to her today. It's just that she never initiates conversations with me anymore. She does before the confession, after the confession, she doesn't do that anymore. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. And again, the rap party tomorrow is not happening. Let's be honest here. Even if it happens, Leslie won't show up. And then I also agreed to go to church tomorrow morning because I'm that desperate for human connection. And then 20th, I'll probably be banned. I won't go. And then I don't know when's the next time I can see her, aside from 2001: Space Odyssey. I was thinking earlier today, or I think yesterday, that given how close that theater is to my place, I should just invite Leslie to my place. That would be such a golden opportunity. And also another thing is apparently Crystal's in Taiwan right now. So a couple days ago, Crystal made an Instagram story saying where she's at LAX, and I felt a little bad. Like, I thought there would be another chance where Crystal and me and Leslie would have like a dinner together, but yeah, I guess not. I realized I've never had fun with Leslie for the last 3 months. Okay, ever since this semester has begun, every time I see Leslie, I'm in 33, or she's in 32, or she's in 33 on set, and we're both busy doing something. She's extremely busy doing something. I'm not. And otherwise, I would be like, like talking to her seriously about stuff. Or maybe we'll go watch a movie. Sure, I did watch Seven Samurai with her, but it's just looking at a screen. Same with Ron. Like, Drew's literally right beside me. I've never had fun with her. And I realized that it's not impossible that Leslie would like come up to me and play with me. I mean, before the confession, like literally on the same day, she grabbed her paper plate and sat beside me on the table. Which is, now that I'm thinking about it, that's a fucking amazing moment. I want a girl I like willfully sat beside me, like fucking yes, baby. And like, Even after the confession, she would play with my hair a little bit, but not for a lot. I really don't know. I'm just gonna keep bothering her. Let's do that. And I don't know. I really don't know. I just feel like I want to have fun with her, like have a talk or whatever. Like not talk, like just small talk and stuff. I want to go to the Grove with her and like browse a Criterion collection with her, or like I don't know, do something silly together first, and then have a real deep talk. I think that's like the best combination, right? I don't know. And again, like every time I want to talk to her about like basic things, like small talk, big talk, whatever, she's always too busy to do that. I don't fucking know. Alright, time now is 1:03 p.m. on June 18th. Shit, it's already June 18th. Yeah, so, fuck. So, I went to bed at, 4:30, and I couldn't fucking fall asleep until 5:30. Again, I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe I'm stressed out. Maybe it's just my insomnia has come back. After film 33, I have insomnia again. Just, it's great. And it's gone so bad that at 5 a.m., I just left my bed and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take 2 melatonin pills. So I did. And I think it kind of worked. Maybe half an hour later, I fell asleep. And at that moment, I thought, like, when I took the melatonin pills, I thought, okay, there's no way in fucking hell am I gonna wake up for church. I mean, one good thing about waking up for church is that if I wake up at 8, that's gonna give me about 2.5 hours of sleep. I'm gonna be so fucking sleepy that tonight I'll definitely sleep earlier. Um, but it's just torture, and I would be really pissed if I wake up at 8 feeling like shit, heading to church, and literally gaining nothing. Because there's nothing to be gained, and I don't even enjoy going to church. So at 5 a.m., I just texted the church teacher, like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm having sleeping troubles. I don't think I'll be able to wake up for church tomorrow. And then this morning he sent a worried emoji and praying emoji. Okay. In other news, I texted Leslie again at 5:30 a.m. I said, fuck, I can't sleep, even though I took 2 melatonin pills. And I asked her, how's her knee? I don't want our conversation to end off sour. So you know what? Let's just start with small talk. I'm gonna say, how's your knee? And she's gonna say, it's bad, whatever. I'm gonna send her a meme and say, oh, I hope this meme would distract you. I haven't done that, but I'm gonna say, oh, I hope this meme would distract you from your pain. And then I'm gonna ask, oh, how big is the wound? I'm gonna be caring, because that's like the best I can do. Another thing, I think part of the reason why last night I couldn't sleep is just a thought dawned on me, and that is I got fucked over. So Zach, okay, I know why Benny wouldn't respond to text, but Zach usually responds to text. I texted Zach yesterday, the whole night he didn't respond. This morning Zach hasn't responded, which is odd because Zach usually responds pretty quick. So my conclusion is that I'm being fucked over. So Benny and Zach are purposefully not responding to me because at some point Benny probably reached out to Cuchillo and said, can you not come? And then Cuchillo was like, hell no. So, and there's a pattern because when I was doing the permits, and after the permit was sent, and after the COI was sent, and I was waiting for approval. Benny was like, "Don't respond. Don't respond. You already did your job. If you respond, it's just gonna make things more complicated. Don't respond. Just ghost the fucking person. Just ghost the government. Whatever." But I had to do a follow up because it's my responsibility. I don't want to ghost people. But Benny's that type of person. So Benny probably saw my messages, didn't read them, knowing that he wouldn't know how to explain to me that I also got banned. So yeah, we'll see. And I don't know why Zach would do that too. Maybe Zach's doing the same thing. So my ultimate plan, of course I can just email Kuchio, but that's basically fucking insane. So you know what my ultimate plan would be, to ask multiple people to film BTS footage for me as much as possible. Okay? I'm gonna ask Ariel and Cliff to do it. And they are the least, like, the most inconspicuous people to do it. Like, honestly, all the people on the set, on his list, are inconspicuous. Aside from Benny, I guess, but Kuchio loves Benny now. But yeah, I feel like Kuchio just doesn't like that I am conspiring with people. I'm conspiring with Tova, and Kuchio knows that Tova is sus. Kuchio probably saw me and Tova talking to each other on the soundstage, coming and going from the soundstage on the last day. So she knows that, okay, this guy is a little sus. This guy isn't like someone I could trust. This guy could backstab. And just abandoned me. If they could abandon Sound, they didn't invite freaking NJ. They might as well abandon BTS. So there's that. But another good reason for me to wake up late today is because tonight there might be a Korean barbecue wrap party, and I don't even know if it's gonna happen because it's so late. Birkin still has no idea where to go, and I don't think a lot of people are going, but I think I'll go if that ever happens. Yeah, and yeah, I have no idea what to eat for lunch. I'm gonna go to Nijio Market and then eat lunch afterwards. I think that's the plan. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna text over this. It's kind of crazy that I didn't text Tova 2 days ago about me potentially getting fucked over. Because Tova is supposedly more in the loop than Michelle. I text Michelle a lot, but it's like, what can she do, you know? And what can Tova do anyways? I just need an outlet. Alright. I got some steamed rice rolls over here. Whew, this bowl is gonna be hot as fuck. Oh my god. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on, I need 2 hands. Alright, let's try it out. This is my first time trying frozen rice rolls. And this is my first time steaming it like that. I was just gonna put onto my steam tray, like my rice cooker steam tray, but it's not big enough, so gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Jesus Christ. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Where's the soy sauce? There it is. Alright, let's try it out. Drench it in soy sauce. Alright. The taste is there, but the texture isn't. It's so goopy. Okay, this is what I got back from Nijia Market. We got rice. We got this. We got some red bean buns. Some lemon mochi. Green tea bun. Got a corn salad. And croquettes. Yakisoba for either tonight or tomorrow night. Not sure. Some chicken sandwiches and onigiri. That's at 57 bucks. So this is a pretty weird predicament, but I thought that the wrap party would be canceled, the quote-unquote wrap party, but I guess not. Bree just texted me, and then I just called Birkin, and Birkin's coming to my place to pick me up right now, so I guess I'm going. But a couple things happened. I spoke with Leslie a little bit. I called Benny 3 times, and I succeeded the last time, and then yeah, we'll see.
In the trailer. This is in the trailer, so it's bigger than that. So it's as big as this car right here. Nice. She doesn't know the story.
I don't know the story. Naval Park, the agave tree.
Just that's okay.
We're gonna go to Europe.
Where?
Yeah. Spain and Paris.
You are?
Spain and Paris. My God. They're like, no. This is my favorite.
Yeah?
Yeah, it is.
This is your bike?
Yeah, marinade shark.
Can you drive? This is okay to drive.
Yes! I'm like, why would I be calling car if somebody...
Well, I really don't
Being a freaking rebel.
That one, yeah.
Okay. Go for it. What's your
Why is this working?
Where is it? I don't see it.
There's nothing here.
All right, time now is 1:55 a.m. in the morning on June 19th. So yeah, let's talk about today a little bit. So first of all, I at 5 a.m. I randomly texted Leslie. I'm like, you know what, screw it. I should think of Leslie as if we're already in a very good relationship. I'll just text her whenever I want. I don't want to give too much thought. I don't want to overthink. So I texted her and I was like, fuck, I can't sleep, even though I already took 2 melatonin pills. I asked her, how's your knee? And in the morning she responded saying, it hurts, but what can I do? And in my head, I immediately thought of how I could respond. I had a bit of a stomachache in the morning, and while at the bathroom, I thought of 3 responses. I'm gonna send her a meme, and I'm gonna say, "I hope this meme distracts you from your pain," and then I'm gonna say, "Sleep more. Sleeping will heal your wound." And then I ask her, "How big is your wound?" And I sent all 3 responses, and yeah, and then she responded shortly, about maybe half an hour later, saying, "Oh, I don't know how to describe it. My skin got peeled off, which is yikes." And I said, "Well, just put a band-aid over it, but then overnight leave it open so that it can breathe." So, I'm showing care. Yeah, and then I did a couple reviews, and right after the reviews, I called Benny. No, actually, very much in the morning, like right after I filmed this, I called Benny, and he actually responded. He didn't pick up, but he immediately declined the call and said, "Can you call me later?" And I said, "Okay." So I filmed my reviews and everything. I tried to steam rice rolls. I did my reviews, and then I called him again. No response. And then I went to Nijia Market, came back, immediately called him. Yes, he responded. Holy shit. So apparently he, Ariel, and what I assume to be his brother, turns out to be Jordan, are in a trailer or something, or they're in Benny's truck, and they are at San Bernardino when I was calling them, and it appears that they're really, really busy trying to figure out how to mount a gigantic agave plant onto Benny's truck. And yeah, they were talking amongst themselves while I was calling them, and Benny's like, "Hey, Enoch, what's up?" And I just told him, like, "Hey, a couple days ago, I woke up, I felt like shit. I was so sleepy." And he's like, "No, it's all good." And I said, like, "If there's anything I can do to help out," and he's like, "If I got anything to help out, you'll be on the first on my list." And I was like, "Thank you. It sounds great, but really, they've done it. Benny's literally going to the shooting location tomorrow. There's nothing else to be helped." So, there's that. And then I said, "Can you just please, like, ask Kuchio if I can come? Like, can you just please ask?" And Ariel heard me, and Ariel was like, "Don't worry, Enoch. You need to be there. I'm gonna tell Kuchio if I don't go there, if you don't go, I don't go, okay? Like, I'm gonna make sure you go there, okay?" And I'm like, "Yep, I appreciate the optimism." And that sounds great, but I feel like partially she's just mocking me. I really don't know. I can't tell when she's mocking me or not. I really can't tell. Yeah. But I try to be nice with her, and I'm fine, like, chatting with her and whatever. Yeah. And then the call ended, and okay, slight improvement of things. Benny's responding. Leslie responded. At least she isn't ghosting me, even though she still sounds kind of cold-blooded. Fine. Small improvements. So I thought that was it. I slowly edited my review, and so Birkin earlier this morning was like, "Okay, we're going to this restaurant called Woo Hyun Woo, and it's in K-Town, and whoever can come, please react to this text with a thumbs up." And only Liana, Bree, and me thumbed up, which means that only 4 people are going. Well, if 4 people are going, then it's not a rap party. Then may as well just call it off, because there's no point to it. So I just ignored it, and I thought, I'm not going. So at around 6 something p.m. at around 7:40, Bree texted me saying, "Hi, are you coming?" And I'm like, I don't know. Like, is it gonna be only you, Liana, and Birkin? And then Bree told me that Birkin told her that 13 people are coming, and I'm like, what? And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call Birkin. So I called Birkin, and Birkin's in a car with Liana and Alex. And I thought it's Alex, the short Ukrainian boy Alex. I didn't know it's the tall Brazilian Alex. So Birkin's like, "Hey, what's up, Enoch? You want me to pick you up? Send me your address right now." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And again, I'm still like thinking whether I should go. And I said, "Oh, so Bree told me that you told her that 13 people are coming." And Birkin's like, "Nah, man, that's just an estimate. Like, I actually don't know how many people are coming. But right now, it's gonna be me, Birkin, Liana, Alex the Brazilian, Bree's boyfriend, you, and also Ariel, Jordan, and Benny are coming." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." So it's a very spur of the moment. It's a very spontaneous thing. I immediately put down whatever I was editing, and I just changed my clothes and I left. I got out and I got my haircut debut. Both Liana and Birkin were surprised at my haircut. And Birkin was like, "Wow, you look nice cut and a nice shave. Like, wow, you look, did you hit the gym? You look jacked." And I'm like, "No," even though I did work out like once. But like, he said, "I mean, the haircut changed. You look like a different person." And I'm like, "Okay." He said I look like an American soldier. And then so we arrived at the Koreatown. And again, it's so spontaneous. I had no idea what's happening. And it was really awkward because all day, for the last few days, I haven't had a lot of human interaction and it's been kind of gloomy. And so I feel like whenever I stay at my apartment for a long time and then I suddenly see humans, I just can't really interact well in the beginning. So we arrived there. I texted Bree to come. Bree and her boyfriend were somewhere nearby eating fried chicken and drinking soju. So I told Bree to come. So Bree came, and then we started the meal. And honestly, it's really fucking expensive. It's $44.5. But who'd have thunk today would happen? And it actually, it's been a while since I've had such a good dinner. It's been a while. We had some rice. We had some good marinated beef ribs. We have pork, fatty pork. It tastes pretty good. We got kimchi. We got a bit of potato salad. We got radish. We had cold noodles at some point. It was very nice, and I enjoyed. And again, at first it was a little awkward. And there isn't people like Tova here. Whenever I go to a group of people, at least there's an anchor. Like for instance, in the pre-rap party in Tova's girls' night out, it was Tova who was my anchor. Like, if I have anything personal to say, if I have someone to stick to, it's Tova. But also there's people like Jonathan Benny there who I can very much stick to, but Tova's the one I'm closest to, hilariously. I can't wait to tell my parents that out of everyone in my Film 33 class, the person I ended up hanging out the most and the person I trust the most and I stick to the most is just a black girl. My parents would probably be like, "Whoa, okay." But that's true. And here my anchor, like Birkin and Liana, they're both a little dumb, and they're both a little impulsive, especially Birkin. I don't really, socialize with them all that much. But Bree is good. I trust Bree a little more, so I speak to Bree a lot. And then Benny and Jordan and Ariel joined a little while later, and they were like, they thought I was. I don't know, but they treated me like a stranger first. They didn't even greet me all that much, like, especially Ariel. And then Ariel later looked at me and was like, "Wow, you look different. You look, like, jacked up. Like, you look different. You look sharp." And I'm like, "Okay, thank you." And Bree's boyfriend is this 30-something-year-old white dude with facial hair, with dyed blue hair and, like, painted fingernails. artsy guy. Apparently he's a tech guy. Whatever floats your boat, man. I mean, whatever floats your boat, Bree, but, you know, respectable. I socialized with him a little bit. Chill. But yeah, we went through the entire dinner. I didn't speak much, because there was not much to speak about. And I brought my camera with me, but I didn't even pull out my camera once. I didn't have a chance to interview anyone, so it was all a waste. But I did film a lot of footage with my phone, which is way more inconspicuous, and I could use it for the doc, so that's fantastic. Alright, anyways, so it went on and on and on until 11 p.m. basically. So we started the meal at around 8:30, and I thought I wouldn't be hungry because I had quote-unquote lunch at around 5 p.m. with an onigiri and some small Nijia sandwiches, but that's like nothing. I've been eating air and feathers and trash for the last 3 days. So naturally I'm hungry. And even now, I'm not that full. I still feel hungry. But I did eat a lot of stuff for the Korean barbecue, which is great. So at 11 p.m., we all left the restaurant and we're like, what next? So some ideas were thrown around. Birkin wants to go to the beach. Bree wants to go karaoke. I also drink beer, which I guess surprised some people. And I drink it like it's water. I didn't chug it, but like I drink it and I drank like a shot of soju. And Birkin was like, "Oh, easy, Enoch, like easy." And Birkin like joked, like saying, "I've never seen Enoch drink before. This is crazy." And some people were like shocked as well. But I do drink, and it's been like 6 months since I've drank alcohol. I realized that. Like in Hong Kong, of course, I drink. But yeah, this is really funny. Anyways, and throughout the entire meal, there's Birkin sitting right across me, and then right next to him is Liana, and they were like kissing each other on the cheeks, holding hands, like Birkin's putting his hand over Liana's shoulder. And then over on the other end of the table, we have Benny and Ariel sort of like hugging. They're not really sitting together, but in the karaoke later, they hugged and kissed and everything. And I just feel like shit. Because if somebody asked me, and then Alex, the Brazilian, he's single. Thank God I'm not the only one. And Jordan seems to be single. I don't know. I don't fucking care. He's probably dated 19 girls. But Alex over there, he said he's been single for 5 to 6 years. So I'm really, truly the only single person. And the thing is, if somebody goes up to me and asks me, am I single? I don't know how to answer that. Yes, I am. I feel super single. I don't know. But then again, I feel like I'm right now in sort of a gray area between single and in a relationship. Like, I confessed my love to a girl. She said yes. She didn't reject me. I asked her out. We talk occasionally. That's sort of like a gray area, but then at the same time, I feel so fucking single. The way she doesn't want to talk to me, the way she would just not like my Instagram stories. Like, I've made a couple Instagram stories today that are stories that usually she would like a movie-related Instagram story or a meme of, not enjoying summer. There's a meme where it's like Shinji from Evangelion saying, "Oh, this summer's gonna be great," and in July he's asleep, August he's asleep, and then after that he's like, "Oh, this summer is great." And I reposted that meme, and Leslie didn't like it. And I know a girl I like isn't obligated to like me, but she used to like my Instagram stories so much. So it's weird that she's not initiating with me anymore, and she's not liking my Instagram stories anymore. Even Crystal likes my Instagram stories. I like Leslie's Instagram stories from time to time now. I don't usually do that to people. So I don't know, this is like, I don't know, I just feel like she fell out of love with me. So anyways, I'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, so we decided to go to karaoke, bumfuck nowhere. I've never been to Koreatown at night. It looks sketchy as hell. But Bree took us to this random spot, and I'm like, you know what? Fine, let's do it. So for 1.5 hours, we just sang. And it was really awkward because this is actually the first time I've ever had karaoke in the US, outside of Hong Kong, and all the song selections, this is a Korean place, so there's a lot of Korean songs, there's a lot of Japanese songs as well, but mainly American songs. And Bree sang Taylor Swift. Alex just checked out. Jordan was super awkward. Jordan felt like the old guy there, but Jordan did sing a couple songs, like one by Eagles, old stuff. And then Benny sang some. Birkin and Liana, neither of them sang anything, but they seem to be enjoying themselves because they're just hugging and kissing, and like they don't have to sing. They can just look at each other's face and smooch and fuck and whatever. And Benny and Ariel, they're stacked on top of one another like a fucking Renaissance painting. Like, not even Renaissance, fucking Baroque, fucking Rococo. They're fucking they're like a Rococo painting. Like the subjects are just stacked on top of one another with their arms flaring around. And I just want to be with Leslie. If Leslie's there in the room right now, I would go say to her, like, Leslie would not enjoy karaoke. I would go say to her, you want to go out? And she'll be like, yes. And then I'm going to say, hey guys, I'm sorry, I have to go. I'm going to go out and kill some people, rob some stores, whatever. And then I and Leslie would just go out. And whatever we do out in the streets, we can just walk and talk. And she'll have a smoke, whatever. I don't know. I just want her so bad. Fuck. I don't know, why is it so difficult? This is ruining my first relationship. My idea of a romantic relationship is ruined. Usually people have it easy, but I have it so fucking tough for some reason. And partially it's because Leslie is so undateable. Some girls are like open flowers, ready to be taken, like ripe and full of life. And then we have Leslie, who is like a flower, but cannibalistic flowers. Not cannibalistic, but like flowers that capture flies and digest them. Disgusting flowers that bees do not go near. I chose that flower. I chose her because I'm a masochist. Had I chose someone else, like, it would have been way easier. But yeah. Anyways, I sang a few songs. I found Gunjo by YOASOBI, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll sing in Japanese. So I had the mic to myself and I started singing. Singing in front of my Hong Kong friends is tough. Singing in front of a bunch of people from all around the world in LA is even tougher. But I managed to sing and go off, and it was kind of awkward, but people were like, yeah, Enoch. And again, it's just one of those points where it's like, I don't know if they're mocking me or cheering me on, maybe a mix of both, but you know what, I'll take it. I'll be a man and be like, yeah, thank you, yes, oh man. And then I pulled up the Romanji of Gunjo, and then later I sang No Surprise by Radiohead, which I really liked singing, honestly. And then Bree's boyfriend, he's an old guy, so he sang with me. He's a 90s guy, you can tell. And then later he asked me if I like Weezer, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't really listen to them. He asked me what's my favorite artist, and I'm like, Radiohead, so I'm like, okay. And then later, at the very end, I found Rage Against the Machine's Bulls on Parade, so I sang that. And people had no idea I would sing that. It's like rap rock, and everyone, even Birkin and Liana were like, ooh, Enoch, like, you're singing this? And then I started singing, the microphone exploded, and it was awkward at first. It's like Ken Roy singing L to the OG, but then I had so much confidence and I had so much fun. Everyone got impressed and also mocked me a little bit. Yeah, again, I just want to be with Leslie, just fuck off. And then Birkin later, again, I don't know if he's mocking me or not, but he's like, man, like, you should like go out and be an artist. Like, this is where you started, Koreatown in LA, and then like, you should just start rapping. And I'm like, okay. And Ariel's like, yeah, Enoch, you popped off. Like, wow. So fucking weird. But anyways, at the very end, we decided to go. So apparently tonight's Birkin's last night in America before he returns to Turkey for 2 months. Istanbul for 5 days, and then Ankara, and then whatever. And he wants to go to the beach. And Benny and Ariel are down to go as well. At some point during the karaoke, Jordan just called an Uber and fucking left. But yeah, Benny, Ariel, and Birkin and Liana went to the beach, and just they're going to the beach. And originally I want to just join in, whatever. I like to go with the flow, but then I realized that it's a fucking double date, and I am single. So you know what? Just drive me home. Just spare me from this pain. I'm gonna go home, watch an episode of Succession, watch Ant-Man, whatever. Bring me home. So I told Birkin to drive me home, and that's it. I'm here. I took a shower, and here I am. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I just feel like Leslie just fell out of love with me, and it's just giving me such a huge headache trying to figure out why. I really tried to, on the way home in the car, Birkin and Liana's hands were touching, and I just looked at them and like, it's even worse. Like, I thought that the moment I confessed to her and she said yes, I will be disqualified to understand single people. But I feel like I understand single people even more. Like, I've never been this lonely. She said yes and she fell out of love with me, and now I'm even lonelier than before. I don't know. I just feel like right now my new theory is that she fell out of love with me. She had some feelings, but then as time goes by, she just fell out of love with me. I'm gonna call her. I feel like texting her is just a bad idea because she's just gonna ghost me, and I just want to call her so that I can hear her voice. If she says something and it has like a jokey connotation to it, then okay, it's a joke. And if I say something extremely dramatic, but then I also like deliver it in a genuine way, then I think she would understand. I just want to call her. So I think I'm gonna be like free from her tomorrow. I'm not gonna text her at all. I hope she initiate a conversation with me, please. I know she went to the Godfather. She went to Academy Museum to watch The Godfathers Part 1 and 2 today. Hope she enjoys it. But yeah. In the event that I don't go to the pickup day, I'm usually gonna call her on the 21st or 22nd. In the event that I do, then I'll go first, hang out with her a little bit, tease her, whatever. Okay, that's my review. And then I'll call afterwards. Either way, I'm gonna have to call her and talk to her extensively at some point. It would be even better if we talk about that in person. It would be even better, honestly. But I just want to do phone calls. If I can do phone calls from the show, like 2 hour, 3 hour calls, I should do that with Leslie too, please. I guess part of the reason why she fell out of love with me is just because I feel so normal. For some reason, I just fit in so well. Like, I'm kind of a socially awkward person, but then somehow I'm always able to fit in because I know how to adapt. But I'm always socially awkward, honestly. I want to let Leslie know that I'm lonely and only she can understand me. Like, people, honestly, like, the person I can like share my deepest thoughts with is is Michelle, and Michelle understands me a lot. But at the end of the day, Michelle doesn't understand like my deepest, darkest pain. And people like Benny, I can tell him, oh man, like Leslie stuff, and he would be like, man, you just got to do it. You just got to be a man, Benny don't understand me. Nobody understands me. Okay? Nobody understands me. I feel Leslie can, and I want to tell her that. I want to just talk to her about everything. I want to talk to her about, me arguing with her on day 1 of the shoot, and then ignoring her, why I did that, and then her turning me away on day 5. I said hi, and she got shocked on day 2, and then ignoring her in the last 3 days, and then the subsequent 10 days that I didn't speak to her, and how every day I wake up and I think of her. It's like a sickness. I don't know. I just want us to be a normal couple. I want us to be a couple, and I want us to be a normal couple. I want her to come up to me, smiling, playing with my hair, talking to me, leaning against me. I wanna be like that, because that's so fucking great to be treated that way by the girl you love. Like, isn't that fucking wonderful? Like, why can't I do that? Why is it so easy for some people? Like, why can't? What the fuck have I done? I don't know. And I want to lean on her. I want to sleep on her lap. I want to play with her hair and like hug her and like cling onto her arms or whatever, and I want to touch her and I want her to like that she's being touched by me. I just want to be around with her. I want to say jokes to her. I want her to say jokes to me. I want to recommend music to her. I want her to recommend music to me. I want to text her at night before I go to bed, and the next morning I text her saying good morning. I just want to do that shit. Like, why can't I do that? Why does it have to be so hard? I want to tell her that I drew her on a piece of paper. I looked at my drawing of her and I started crying because I just love her so much. And it's so lonely. I've never felt so lonely. I pulled up my Virgin script. I read it. I read the ending scene and I couldn't relate to my own fucking character more. I wrote a character and I'm relating to it. How? Why am I so lonely? I don't know. I just need to fucking call her. Alright, time now is 12:41 afternoon on June 19th. So, yeah, I slept from 4:15 to 12:30. I woke up at 10 because my alarm rang at 10 and I wanted to wake up early so that I could train myself to sleep earlier tonight. But then I'm like, you know, I'm really tired. I'm just gonna go back to sleep just for a little bit, and that little bit turned into 1.5 hours. So, rip. Yeah, I don't know, today's either gonna be the day before the pickup day or just a random Monday. I don't know. There's still so much that's not happening. Like, I don't know, Benny still hasn't asked Kuchio, if I could go or not, and, I don't know. I'm not gonna speak to Leslie at all today. I don't think I will. I don't know. Last night I don't know. I don't know how to feel, honestly. Like, I feel like Leslie just fell out of love with me, maybe. But then I recall in Torrance when Leslie was like, oh, should I talk to Enoch? I don't know what she was gonna say. Like, next time I talk to her, or like next time I get to have a long talk with her, I want to ask her, like, what was it that she was gonna say to me in Torrance? Like, there are so many things, like, we're gonna say to each other, but then we just don't. Like on day 1, she was about to say something to me, and then she held herself back, and then we argued. Or, on day 5, I was gonna say something to her, and she said, no, don't tell me that. Like, we just keep trying to say something to each other and we just can't. And then now Leslie's just not initiating conversations with me anymore. She's not liking my Instagram stories anymore. I don't know what the fuck she's going on. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's the end of the relationship. Maybe she just fell out of love with me or something, and that's it. This is the shortest living fucking relationship ever. Like, I confessed to her, and 3 days later we argued. I don't know. Really don't know. Need to have a call with her first. But yeah, again, I don't know if I get to go to the rural Mexico pickup day or not. I hope I do. I hope I'm able to go. But regardless, today I think I'm going to Target to buy myself some body soap and ice cream. At around 5 p.m., I'll run into John L. and he will give me back my passport. Apparently at 4 p.m. there's a Zoom meeting with USC. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. It's probably a bullshit Zoom meeting, but it's a Zoom meeting about like how to enroll into classes and whatever. It's just like a new student Zoom meeting. And then that's it. And otherwise, today's gonna be pretty chill. I'll film some reviews. I'll watch a movie, whatever. And hopefully tomorrow happens. Apparently they changed the location. They're not filming in Paso Robles anymore. They're filming in Malibu. Yeah. So it's not that far, which makes it even like easier for us to go. So I don't know. Just Benny's gotta ask Cuccio if I can go. Like today. Tomorrow's the shooting day. I feel like today's already too late. Also want to mention that I have a pretty freaking bad nightmare. Someone was knocking on the door. And it's not this apartment or my old apartment. I don't know where it is. Just some random apartment. Someone's knocking on the door and it knocked 5 times. And my friend, whoever it was, opened the door. And I told him, don't do it, don't open it. And he opened it. And usually perverts do that. Like they knock 5 times and someone opens and the pervert storms in. But this time it's even worse because it's not a pervert, it's a demon or something. And it's a woman. And the woman's... I recognize her and like I know that she's like a demon. And then like I immediately close the door and she phased through my door and she appeared behind me and I started freaking out. I started throwing glass at her, like a glass cup, glass bottles, and I just started throwing objects at her and she deflected all of them, like she's unharmed. And I was so close to getting stabbed, like she wanted to stab me. And I left my bedroom and as I was going through the hallway I keep throwing stuff at her and I realized it's too late. Like I realized there's nothing I can do. So I switched strategies. I'm like, okay, before you kill me, please tell me what have I done? Like, please tell me why is this happening? Please explain to me. Why are you doing this? It's like I'm begging for like an answer. Yeah, it's bad. Oh my god. I feel so fucking bad. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I've been doing nothing but listening to Radiohead. Like I just can't. I just fucking can't. I texted Michelle on Discord. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Like this situation is so bad. She told me to let go. Like, what's the point of going to rural Mexico anyways? Like, I go there and it's just gonna be awkward as hell anyways. Like, like, all the people I could speak to, like Eric and Tova and Bree, are gone. So it's just gonna be awkward as hell, and it's just gonna be Leslie, who's not talking to me, Benny and Ariel hugging, kissing like every 5 seconds, and then Zach and Zitlali in their sexual tension, and then Professor Cuccio lurking around like a demon. And it's just gonna be so awkward, so why even go? And then I DM'd Cliff on Instagram, and Cliff told me that it's postponed to Wednesday. What the fuck? I didn't even know that it's gonna happen. And then Michelle asked me, like, what's the actual point of me going there, other than to film BTS stuff, other than to get more drama? There's literally no point. Honestly, one of the biggest reasons is just I want to see Leslie. But you know what? It's fine. I don't need to see her. Maybe I should just ignore her for the rest of the summer. Maybe I should just, like, ignore her again. If she wants to ignore me, then I should just ignore her as well, because she doesn't love me anymore. I mean, has she ever loved me in the first place? She says she likes me 80%. I've never felt so lonely in my life. Like, I feel even lonelier than ever before. And the thing is, she'll never understand. I was listening to Radiohead, and then I saw my drawing of her under the table. Yeah. And I just started crying because, I mean, she's just there. She will never understand how much I love her. She will never understand. She will never understand that. Oh, God damn it. Alright, so time now is 8 p.m. to be exact. I don't know how the fuck should I feel about any of this. Honestly, today is emotionally one of the worst days for me. Of the year. I announced on YouTube that I will be going on a hiatus. Also, I changed my Instagram profile picture to black. I don't know, I just had an idea of doing that after going to Target. So yes, I did. At 5 p.m. I saw John L. outside of my apartment. He gave me back my passport, and then immediately after that I went out to Target, bought an ice cream, bought a Dove soap, and then yeah, and then I just came back and didn't receive any notifications of importance today at all, other than Cliff DMing me. Like, out of all the people, Cliff is the only person who texts me now, and also Michelle. Really, it always comes down to these two people. Just everyone else just ignoring me because they got better, more important things to do. They're more important. And I'm left all alone here, fucking, like a dead meat. I really don't fucking know, honestly. At some point today, in the morning I spoke with Michelle. Honestly, I told her I cried. I told her how bad it feels. Like, I'm just not well at all. This is worse. Like, this is like, take the melancholy and all the pain that I've experienced in Form 5 and Form 6 and then smash it onto me all at once. Feeling left out, feeling like the girl I love isn't talking to me. I mean, I can talk to her, but I feel like she doesn't like me. I don't know, maybe I'm just being paranoid. I hate how uncertain everything is. I hate how uncertain everything is because, I mean, I don't know. I and Leslie are still gonna go watch 2001: A Space Odyssey at the end of June. Maybe I'll call her and text her a little bit, like, in the next few days. I don't know. It's not completely over, I guess. But then, just because maybe she only said yes to watching 2001: A Space Odyssey with me is because she just wants to watch the movie and he doesn't mind who to watch it with. Maybe in reality he is kind of fed up and tired of me. I don't know. And then how about Benny? I texted Benny at 2:30 a.m. yesterday. I bet he was at the beach. I said, can you send me the address of the place? And he's like, wait, I gotta find it. And I'm like, okay. And he never fucking found it. I asked Birkin, when I got off his car, I said, can I get the address? And he's like, yeah, sure, I can send it to you, but Crucio wants a skeleton crew. And I don't know, maybe. And then Michelle persuaded me, hey, just give up, just let it go. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do in rural Mexico, in quote unquote rural Mexico anyways? Like, nothing. To get more drama, to see Leslie, her face again, once more, like, you know, like what's the point? I'm just gonna, it's just more self-torture. I wake up, I sleep for 3 hours, I go to bumfuck nowhere, eating sand, standing up for a few hours, take some videos, eat trash. I mean, I eat trash wherever I go, but, like, and then go back home, and it's gonna be awkward because Benny and Ariel are gonna be fucking, and Zach and Zalali will be fucking in front of my eyes, and I will just look at Leslie and she'll just like not look at me or whatever, I don't know. And it's just gonna be worse. So I don't know, it's just terrible for my mental health. Like, my insomnia is gonna get worse. I'm gonna have more nightmares. I'm gonna wake up crying. I'm gonna listen to more Radiohead music, and I'm gonna cry even more while listening to Radiohead. Like, it's just not good for my mental health. And then Cliff DM'd me a little more this afternoon, a couple hours ago, and he said I should still email Crucio. And again, like, I would rather text Benny and then text Zach. And texting Zach's scary enough. Emailing Crucio, the principal culprit of all this, is like talking to the fucking devil. It's scary. It's fucking scary. He created all this pain and suffering. He gave me my insomnia back. Okay? These nightmares, I blame him. And I also blame Leslie, but I blame Crucio more. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I really shouldn't go, but maybe I should actually send Crucio an email. I mean, it's happened before. Like, I sent him an email a whole last month ago about the whole rural Mexico situation, about we losing Madrona Marsh in Torrance. So, I mean, I should email him again. Wouldn't hurt. One final hurrah, one final resort. Wouldn't hurt. If Crucio is so kind and caring and understanding as Cliff suggests, and not the monster, the manipulative, evil, cold-blooded monster that everyone else suggests, maybe I should email him. Maybe I should fucking email him. Why the fuck does it have to be so dramatic? I'm just trying to go to fucking school. And I feel like I'm caught in between a rock and a hard place. You know, I'm like a movie character. Not a second goes by without me just drenched in blood, screaming, screeching in pain, because everyone's out to kill me, and the girl I like is psychotic and is losing love for me, and people are like shunning me away, and I'm being kept out of the loop. I don't know. I just want to be a villain. You know, fuck it. I will shave all of my eyebrows off. I will start putting on lipsticks and nail polishing next semester, and I'm not going to tell people that I will have a doc until the last day, and then yes, I have a documentary cooking, and it's even worse than fucking going to human resources, you know? Because I can bomb this whole school. This fucking documentary can ruin this entire film program. I have the nuke in my hands, in my SD card. I don't know, and I don't know. It's funny because, like, I asked Leslie how's her knee, and then yesterday it's like, I should call her. And today's like, never mind, I don't even want to talk to her. Maybe I should call her once more. So on May 25th, I called Michelle, and I basically gave myself one more month. If 1 month later I'm still full of pain and suffering, and it still sucks, then I should just call an end, like an official end, like, you know, like, that's it. I mean, I love her too much. I love her so much so that I can't see her, and I can't speak to her, and I can't hear her voice anymore, because every time it just hurts, because I know she doesn't love me back. So might as well just cut it off, because I just, you know, sometimes you love someone so much you just have to stay away from that person, you know? I don't know what she's thinking. I hope she's thinking about me. Sometimes I think maybe she's thinking about me. Sometimes I think she's not. Like, right now, she never liked any of my Instagram stories. She doesn't initiate conversation with me on WhatsApp. It's like she doesn't care. And she responds to my text with such cold-bloodedness. It's like she doesn't want to talk to me anymore. and I see people interact in real life, and I'm like, why can't I and Leslie have the same? I mean, everything was fine before the confession, and even a little bit after the confession, like it was still fine. Like, you know, last night while I was taking a shower before bed, I remembered Leslie sneaking up to Benny and telling him, like, should I speak to Enoch? Like, what was she gonna say? What was she gonna say to me? Does it even matter now? Has she changed her mind on whatever she was gonna say? I don't know. I don't know. You know, maybe it's a good idea to have Leslie be on set again with Benny and Ariel, and Benny and Ariel are kissing every 5 minutes, and Zach and Sidlali are fucking each other in the ass every 5 minutes, and then Leslie just watch them and be annoyed by their lovingness, and then think that, hey, some guy, some lonely, pathetic guy, you know, is in love with me, and maybe I have feelings for him, you know, and I'm just out here alone. Fuck it, I'm gonna email Crucio. Tonight, maybe. I'm gonna talk to Cliff about this, and I'm gonna email him, and then if Crucio said yes, I will still have to consider, because I don't know, I don't want to ruin my mental health. At this point in time, I think my mental health does matter quite a bit. But it would be a good story, you know, like, it would be a good story if Leslie somehow knew that I fought so hard to go and then I couldn't go. I decided to not go. Fucking. I fought so hard and then I decided not to go. I think that's the story. I don't know. Okay, guys, I'm fucking doing it. I'm fucking doing it. 3, 2, 1, boom. Alright, time now is 17 p.m. I just finished dinner, which is cheese, ravioli, onions, and pork belly, and the salad kit. It's like a mix of Chinese and Western. I don't fucking care. As long as it's food, it's food. So, yeah, I had a 1-hour phone call with Retablo. I don't want to get into details, but the conclusion is same, you know? Leslie is a manipulative, toxic bitch. She's a fucking bitch. And, I should stay away from her as much as possible. Which I don't disagree. I think she is a bitch, for sure. But I feel like maybe it's just because she's really bad at socializing, for real. Maybe I'm bad at socializing. Maybe there's a lot of miscommunication on our parts. The thing is, I don't really know how she feels about me now. Right now, it seems like she's uninterested in me completely. But yeah, it is what it is. And about the film thing, you know, he said I shouldn't go to the pickup day because it's like, it's the cause of all my mental troubles. Pretty much. I mean, Leslie's part of the issue too. And she's part of the fucking Film 33 as well. You know, it's the root cause. You know, I have insomnia. I'm having nightmares. I fucking cry because of this. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'll go to my final resort. I'll email Crucio. I will speak to the fucking devil. So I emailed him, as you can see in the previous clip. And, yeah, you know, what's scary? What is he gonna do? Stab me through the computer screen? Like, he can't do that, right? Right? So I emailed the guy. You know, it took me like a whole hour to write the email because every single sentence like requires so much thinking. But I emailed him like, hey, how's it been? Thank you for congratulating me. How's the pickup day? Blah blah blah. And after I cooked, I was eating. In the middle of eating, I got a response. Holy shit! Finally, some concrete answers. And he said, okay, you know what? I shall pull up the email. the moment of truth. As you can see, I'm really excited right now because, oh boy, it is indeed a truth. A truth bomb, indeed. Indeed, a truth bomb, indeed. Yes. Okay. Hi, Professor. How has it been? I've never gotten a chance to thank you for congratulating me on Instagram. I've been waiting for news about the pickup day, and I've asked several people about it, but most people seem to also not know what is happening or are too busy to explain. I've heard that the filming location is now Malibu, and for a long time I thought it would be in Paso Robles, so I'm a bit confused. I'm wondering if I'm needed for the pickup day for production tasks such as catering, keeping a record of expenses, etc., and BTS. And if so, what are the current plans? Sincerely, Enoch Lai. Hi, Enoch. BC, because the semester is over, the pickup isn't considered. You know what? I should impersonate the guy. Hi, Enoch. Because the semester is over, the pickup isn't considered an activity, name of the college, but rather one sponsored by a couple of co-producers with a skeleton crew. Thanks for the offer, but producers tell me they're fully covered. Have a wonderful summer, Professor Cuccio. Sent from my iPhone. And then I responded, hi, Professor. Thank you for the response. I hope the pickup day goes well. So it's a no. I got banned. Woo! That's it. That's the end of me. That's the end of Enoch Live. That's the end of Detective's role in Film 33. It's been a crazy roller coaster ride the last 4 months. Woo! Yes. Thank you. I have died. I've been killed. I've just been stabbed by my professor. Thank you. Thank you. Here's a bow. Thank you. I'm bowing 3 times. If you know, you know. So yeah, it's a no. It's a final no. And you know what? I'm not gonna argue. You know what? That's fine. Fine. Like, it's a W for my mental health. I don't have to wake up early in the morning, slept for 2 hours, and go to middle of bumfuck nowhere, Malibu, and you know, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's great. So I initiated Plan C. You know, Plan A is that I asked Benny asked Cuccio, and I get to go. Plan B is I asked Zach or email Cuccio directly. And Plan C is, you know what, I'll just ask Cliff, I'll ask Ariel to film BTS for me. That's what I did immediately. Boom, boom, boom. I immediately reported to Michelle. Michelle's like, okay, good. Like, it's good for you. Don't go to the pickup day. It's the root of all poison. It's the fucking root, man. It's the fucking, too bad. You know, had I played my cards right, you know, had I played my cards right, had I, you know, kissed Cuccio's ass and, you know, pleased Zach and pleased Birkin or whatever. You know, maybe if I fucking ended up dating and getting really close to Leslie, maybe I'll have a fucking chance. Had I played my cards right, I would have been there. I would have gone to the top. But no. So close. But no. But you know what? All 19 years of my life, I have been struggling in terms of power. I've been fucking struggling all 19 years. Back in Form 5 and Form 6, back in Forms 4 to 6, I would be suffering every day because I would be at the bottom of the barrel. So the fact that I'm not at the very bottom, the fact that I've survived this far, you know what? I deserve a pat on the back. There we go. There we go. Boom. You know what? I deserve some praise, some compliments. I tried my best. I really did. I've done my job. Some went well, some didn't. But you know, I've come this far. You know what? I've improved. I've changed. And wherever I'm going next, USC, I will climb the ladder even harder because I know the tricks now. I know the dirty tricks now. And then after USC, I don't know where I will go, but I will keep climbing the ladder. I'll keep climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. And at some point, I'll be able to perfect it. But you know what? I survived this far. I've survived this far. But yeah, today I died. I'm finally dead. I mean, Red got killed earlier than me. And Red got replaced by Sitlali, like, in the middle of the shoot. So technically Red died before I did, which is insane. The production designer died before the location manager, who is arguably a lot less important. I mean, who else died before me? I mean, Theo sort of died before I did. Yeah, but you know, I survived. I survived so far. And now I rest my case. Film 33 is officially 100% over for me. 100%. Done. I won't even help out with the post-production. I'm done with it. I'm done. So yeah, that's one out of the two things I worry about. The other is Leslie, which I have no idea what to do. I think it's actually a pretty good idea to just abandon her and move on. But the thing is, I really don't know how she feels about me now. Really don't. I'm gonna text her later, actually. Also, I texted Benny immediately about me being banned, and of course Benny immediately responds. Of course. Of fucking course! Like, all these past times, like, when he's, like, not giving me the address and, like, not asking Cuchillo and stuff, like, he's ghosting me on purpose. And you know what? I get it. I respect him. He's playing the game. He's playing the game. She's playing the game. I'm playing the game. You're playing the game. You know what? I respect you. You're playing dirty, foul play, kissing ass, consuming my power. You know what? It's all in the name of the game, baby. It's all in the name of the game. You know what? You'll take it. So you know what? I respect him for that. Even though he did me dirty, but you know what? I got fucked over. But you know what? All in the name of the game. And as for Leslie, you know, I'm gonna text her later. I'm gonna ask, when are you available for a call? I'm not gonna tell her that I'm not going to pick up day, so she would be a little confused, like, if I'm gonna be there. But yeah, I asked Cliff and Ariel and Benny to film BTS, and both Cliff and Benny said for sure, alright. And Ariel hasn't responded, but I'm sure it's alright. Honestly, it doesn't even matter that much. I just want juice for my documentary. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll text Leslie. I'll say, you know, when can we call, sort all this out. And, you know, preferably after the pickup day, you know, maybe Thursday night, Friday night, whatever. And then, depending on how the call goes, you know, maybe I'll abandon her and move on. Maybe I won't. Hopefully it doesn't go. Another thing is, actually, I kind of need couples counseling. Because there's things she wants to say to me and she hasn't said it. There are things I want to say to her, but I haven't. And both of us are afraid to say to each other. I wish someone like Crystal would be between us, like a mediator. Because obviously Crystal doesn't hate me. Maybe Leslie hates me. I don't know. I just need couples counseling. It's so fucking stupid. I've never dated before and I already need couples counseling. That's how stupid this situation is. But yeah, at least one out of the two major, you know, things that are bugging me out is over now. So I'm a little jumpy now because I just did the crazy. I just spoke to the devil. I spoke to the knife. Spoke to Cuchillo. But also I got some confirmation at least. So, and it's so funny because he tried to even out the blame. Like, one's sponsored by a couple of co-producers. Like, so he's trying to even out the blame. Like, oh, it's Birkin and Zach and maybe Benny's idea that you're not coming. There's definitely foul play. Like, he definitely banned me, not because, oh, we're fully covered and it's a skeleton crew. No. If fucking Ariel and Cliff can go, why can't I, someone literally in the fucking class, go? It's because Cuchillo knows that I'm up to no good. Cuchillo saw me conspiring with Tova. Cuchillo saw me and he knows Tova's up to no good. If Tova's up to no good and I'm talking to Tova, then I'm definitely up to no good. He connected the dots. He knows this Enoch guy is sus. He's sus. He's not a loyal servant. It's okay. No, all in the name of the game. All in the fucking name of the game. I'll keep climbing the ladder. Next ladder, I'll climb even harder. This ladder, I'm down. I've fallen. It is what it is.